era and why the current Xbox Ones and the new um, consoles was able to, after them failing to some extent, then really succeeding to some extent, and also show you why 360 was successful and other Xbox consoles was successful and how they were it was a fail and then refail and then re-succeed again. Here we go. Here we go. Mm-hmm. This reason is funny. This is the reason why 360 was successful. The golden era had advantage over its competitors due to the release of high-profile games from both first parties, second parties, and third party developers. And they got the first parties now. This year, Microsoft took that away from Sony. They took the two main first parties, Bethesda, split 50-50 with Bethesda, but they took the main Activision. They took the main one, which was Activision. So no matter how many players buy the microtransaction for the battle passes, 70% of that battle passes go to Microsoft for us, the microtransaction, and only 30% of that goes to Sony now. So Sony's in deep as that era then and that era now, this current era now. This is the reason why, and I'll read it again out. That's why Street's advantage at always compared to due to the release of first parties, second parties, and third parties in retros and indies developers. Now it talks about why the 360 was more successful than the PS3. Why? The PS3 was 10 times more powerful than the Xbox 360. In most cases, the 360 pursues superior versions of cross-gen games, including the first parties, second parties, and the first parties that we got currently on the new Microsoft consoles and the most recent Microsoft consoles, the older ones. The 360 was simply easier to program for, as the PS3 console was a nightmare for the developers, absolute nightmare in hell for the developers right now. And why was the Xbox 360 so dominant in that era? Talks about why it was so good. You won't find better games, which is definitely true, and I agree with that. And John will agree with that wholeheartedly. Some such as Grand Theft Auto 4, Tomb Raider, Underworld, Fallout 3, including Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition. Offer exclusive mode now we're going to extend the game you won't find anywhere else. The Xbox 360 has most of the games of the best quality of the most genres, including the retros and independent games and retro games. And what was the purpose of it? Far more than a video. It was, like I said, that meant more than a game. Far more than a video game console, but that was when I just said more than a game for sure. That's why Twitch is a total media center that allows to play, network, rep, and stream and download all types of media, including music and etc. etc. I never mentioned music, digital pictures, and game content, counting your YouTube content as well. That's how good that machine was. It was so powerful because it allowed you to install anything on there, including your streaming apps as well. This is showing the reason again, obviously. This is the reason why the Xbox 3 was the golden era again. Now, what was the lifespan of it? And when it started, when it ended? The PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 had both lifespans of 11 years. And in contrast, the Atari 2600 had a 15-year lifespan. However, these consoles still retain functionality after their components halted all future production. And you see the date that I think they halted production, which was April 15th. Now, what were the disadvantages of it? The cons. That was the cons right there. As you can see, obviously. Now, what was the lifespan of the 360? I'm about to show you that right now. That started in... gotta find... when that console starts selling. But yeah, as of August 17, 2023, Microsoft announced on July 29, the Xbox 3 will stop The Xbox 360 game market will start offering new purchases in Microsoft Movies and TV that will no longer function. Console still be able to download previous purchased content, run it in enter multiplayer sessions. That was July 29 when they ended. That was also the date they ended physical media as well. So I don't know when it started. November 22, 2005. Sagittarius season. Wait. Yeah, Sagittarius season. Make sure I'm saying that right. But anyways, November 22, 2005. In the United States and Canada in December 2005, Europe in Europe, December 10th, 2005 in Japan. It was later launched in Mexico, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Hong Kong, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, India, and Russia. See. And I showed you before I just pulled up this search out when the Xbox 360 store stopped July 29, 2024. It is near 2-decade reign. Now when was it outdated? It was outdated as of July 29. That's when physical media ended. Physical media ended for all consoles. Physical media is gone, guys. No joke. Physical media is gone. So if you're trying to get any of these games for your old consoles, new consoles, most recent console, I'm pretty sure you better get them because we need to get the way it's going. They're going to make you get them digitally as far as the digital codes. That's the only way you'll be able to get those new games and most recent games. We're in the all digital era now. But anyways. And what year did Xbox 360 Falls Online came out? That's a good question too. And also, it was released in 2013 with Xbox One. The console came out in 2013, 2014. The console that might be leading towards to, pretty much, or Nintendo Switch. They had to make that decision by October 31st. But anyways, that topic short, obviously. Now I'm about to show you why it succeeded. The other reasons why it succeeded. The next video, I'll show you why all the Sega consoles were successful in the next video and why those were successful and why they flopped. Double C. Then I've got to see it again. Okay, I think I already showed you why it was successful. Meant to put why it failed. So I'm gonna show you why the Xbox 360 failed. If it did fail, which it was very unlikely. This is one of the reasons why it failed. These issues, the issue, if I know about this too, were related to the end results of the decision of management of Microsoft's Xbox team and inadequate test resources prior to the console's release. A second source cited that at the time there was just 32% yield of one of the test production runs. Now, why was it discontinued? Ultimately, this is the reason, one of the reasons why it discontinued and it flopped. Edge magazine reported Microsoft was unable to make serious inroads to the dominance of the rest of rivals Sony and Nintendo. Count Nintendo Switch as well. Lackluster sales in Japan have led to the retailer scaling down, in some cases, discontinuing the sales of the Xbox 360 completely. That was one of the reasons why. And what was bad about it, which I'm about to show you right now, the red ring of death. For the first 2 years of the Xbox 360, the console was prone to hardware failure due to overheating. This person right here is saying too, I had the person buy 4 Xbox 360 over the years to send one advice repairs due to all the hardware issues. Now, how long was the lifespan? It lasted until July 29th of 2024, but they shut down the store. But this is one of the reasons why my Xbox 360 failed. I will show you the other reasons, but I had to show you through another source, or through a different internet site, pretty much, why the real reasons why I failed. But that's one of the reasons, the main reason, if you know what they will, mini paragraph. Now I'll show you why the Xbox One succeeded, and the console, including the Xbox One X, was way ahead of its time. Long before it succeeded in anything, I'm about to show you why it was successful. Because Monty had this console, so he would know why it was successful and why it flopped. Keep forgetting to see, damn. Okay. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I forgot to put was successful. In a second. I think this is one. I don't know. This is the real reason why I was successful. This said the reason why Xbox One from 2014 was way ahead of its time, because larger, better big housing combined with more responsive cooling mechanisms meant the Xbox One was not subject to the overheating issues, including the ring of death that had plagued the earlier console. Now, why was the Xbox One a success and way ahead of its time? Microsoft's second, and it's showing the reason right here, Microsoft's second console, the Xbox 360, was released in November 22nd, 2005. That was the actual date. It sold 86 million units as of October 2021, which that was when the PS4 unit stopped selling then. Not October 2021, but it was when the PS4 stopped selling the units. It was in the middle, it was right in the middle of fall and in the beginning of winter time when they stopped selling the units as of 2021. But anyway, the third console, but as you can see, I'll read it again out so everybody didn't hear me, obviously. Microsoft's second console, the Xbox 360, was released in November 22nd, 2005. It sold 86 million units as of October 2021. The third console, Xbox One, was released in November 2013. November, most likely during Scorpio season, November 2013. It sold over 58 million units. The fourth on Xbox consoles, the Xbox Series X and S, were released in November of 2020 during Scorpio season again of 2020. And what was so special about it, the pros of it, the Xbox One has two operating systems within a hypervisor. Games run within the one separate run within a stripped down version of Microsoft Windows. The original system is based on Windows 8, but has since changed to Windows 10. You might as well count 11 in that category, Windows 11 in that category as well. But anyways, and what made the original Xbox so popular, that's not including all the other Xbox, including Xbox on the console, was built with direct support with broadband connectivity to the internet via an integrated Ethernet port with the rich Xbox Live fee-based online gaming service. Yeah, after the console's launch, Microsoft gained an early foothold, and it's not including the foothold in Sony and online gaming made the console Xbox a strong competitor in the market. Now, how good was the Xbox One? Customers value the Xbox One comes with its perfect graphics, affordable price point, and of course, it's cheap on eBay. But anyways, it is $60 or less. For the Xbox One from 2014. But I'll read this again. I was talking about the price of the console. But anyways, customers value the Xbox One with perfect graphics, affordable price point, easy setup process. Many users appreciate the console's entertainment due to capabilities, comfortable control, and the overall great offers compared to the versus the Xbox 360. As Xbox One. Indeed. Now, why did it succeed? Xbox offers superior technological features as compared with its competitors, but it literally lacks some of the software licensing benefits that rivals Nintendo and Sony Xbox Live. Xbox Gaming Online Network debuted in 2002 and allowed players to compete against one over another over the internet. This is when the console wars were at their peak then. I'm reading you all this information, obviously. Now, how powerful was it? It was a fierce competitor of 133 megahertz Intel 3 processor that was more powerful than the PS2 or GameCube. It also had a built-in hard disk for storage, plus an Ethernet port for online gaming through Xbox Live. One of the first fee-based gaming services, because PS3, that PlayStation Plus was a scam in 2006 and 2010. This is what y'all guys know as well. It was a scam. They would charge up for internet when the internet was already free on PS3. So let you know right there, Sony's really effed up right there in that category as well. But anyways, now why did it flop? The hardware might have been solid, but that's probably one sort of lack of exclusive games. All that exclusivity BS at launch. But there was a hack and slash Rise of Sun and Rose and Dragon Riding Simulator, Crimson Dragon, which drew mixed reviews to its unusual using of microtransactions. Now, was the Xbox One more powerful than PS4? The base model PS4 had more power than Xbox One. However, the Xbox One X, which is John's current console, Xbox One X, is the more powerful console available in terms of machinery and support due to true 4K titles. Supports true 4K, unlike the PS4 Pro, which is already been out since 2017 currently. Also gets 2K content, 4K content to a method called checkerboarding. Now, was the original Xbox a failure? Despite the overall success of Halo Combat Evolved and Xbox One, the Xbox was manufactured at a loss. Each Xbox cost $425 in manufacture when it was only sold. That was true then, because that was when consoles were expensive then. In that era, the consoles were expensive then. In this era, currently, and only sold for $300, a price that would fall from $200 in 2002. Financially, the Xbox was a failure. Because of financial reasons, the reason why Xbox was a failure. So I want to hear my cousin say Xbox was a failure. It was reason I was a failure because of financial reasons. It says it right here. Financially, Xbox was a failure. Financially, because of the money. Inflation. So I want to hear my cousin say Microsoft was failed. Financially, it failed because of the money aspect of it. And I just showed you all the reasons why Xbox was successful. But that's not the only reason, though. There's other reasons to it. I would have to look into it more, obviously. Show you why it failed. If it did fail. In the next video, I'll show you why the Xbox One and S and X, Series S and X succeeded and it failed. I'll show you all that too in the next video after that. Why the Xbox One from 2014 failed. But I'll show you that right now. Why was the Xbox One from 2014 a failure? It will explain the reason right here. But this is the reason they're showing you that too. And why was it discontinued? This is the reason why out in a statement to the Verge. But yeah, Microsoft revealed to start production of the Xbox One to focus on production on the Xbox Series S and X. But the Xbox One you can still get off of eBay though. They didn't really discontinue it, obviously. They just stopped doing the manufacturing for it. It's unsurprising considering that's what discontinued. The Xbox One was discontinued in July 2020. The Xbox One S following at the end of the year, which was near December of 2020. Now, what made it underpowered, the Xbox One was 2020, underpowered due to a DD3 ES RAM memory system with less bandwidth overall than GDDR5 equipped PS4 and substantially low GPU compute performance. The 2016 Xbox One S, and that's not including the One S all digital, was an improvement, but not in terms of form factor, but performance too, thanks to the GP2 overclock. Now, what is it? A success? Following the success of Xbox 360, Microsoft struggled with the Xbox One, selling a bit over 50 million. For 50 million years, it's still 50 million years. Right? 50 million years is still 50 million. That's still a lot. Yeah, compared to the 17 million for the PS4. But 50 million is still 50 million because a lot of people still buying it still, and John brought it. But anyways, and Kenny brought it. John's brother Kenny brought the console too as well. So 50 million is 50 million. Damn it. But okay, guys. Start the video right there. So I showed you why Xbox One, why it succeeded, why it failed. Showed you all the reasons. That's not the only reasons. There was other reasons. It was several reasons. If you know about the most important reasons, but I showed you why Xbox One succeeded and Xbox One how it failed, and I showed you how it succeeded, and why the console kind of Xbox One X. I also showed you that too, and which was why that console is still way ahead of its time even now, 7 years later. But in the next video, I'll show you why the Xbox One Series X, S, and X was way ahead of its time, including 2019, 2020, and now. Show you why it succeeded and why it failed. I'll show you that in the next video. But make sure you add me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Add me on TikTok, Women Queen 4. Follow me on. Follow my Twitch accounts. Women Hut, Furry Kingdom. That's what I certainly want. Raven Raquel Roth. Retro Hutch, Yuki Hut. That's all from my Twitch accounts. If you add me on PSN, X Glory 2, Furry Kingdom, Jummy Hishi, Montagal Hishi 4, and Nintendo 64. If you add me on Xbox, Hutch Xbox, Dark Ray 66, and Hyper 4859. I'll add you as a close friend launch, not troublemaker pretty much. Also, add me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook. It's my whole maiden name. Spelled backwards. I had to spell backwards to keep it from being compromised. But anyways, Make sure you add me on YouTube. Subscribe to me if you like my rambles when talking about the console wars, the sport wars, and anything else about wars, obviously. If you like my rambles and rants, roasting Henny and roasting Mr. Friends when it comes to Michael Jordans too, and Shannon Sharp and everybody else as far as the sport wars is concerned, and talking about the console wars, come to my YouTube channels. I'll give you my YouTube names. It's Ravens Power 8, Ravens Power 8 nickname under it. Brewer Hutch 6 on the video I'm making currently on this channel, Brewer Hutch 6, Brewer Hutch podcast as well. And also aspects for the Sony Fiber podcast nickname under it as well. And then you'll see all my shorts that I made on aspects for the Sony, and you'll see all my shorts on Raise Power 8 as well. Give them the smoke, the Henny, Mr. Francis, and Shannon Sharp right now as far as the console wars and the sport wars is concerned. But if you like my rambles and rants, as far as me roasting Mr. Francis, me roasting Mr. Son, as far as Cat Congress and me roasting Mr. Sharp, and Mr. Ray when it comes to the Michael Jordans, because Shannon Sharp doesn't run right now. Come to my YouTube channels and I'll give you the content every day, obviously, because I made the bills for the past few days, including yesterday, obviously. I didn't make none the couple days prior because it was already the first of the month. But anyways, okay, guys, I end the video right there. If you follow me everywhere, I'm live on YouTube right now. Add me everywhere on Instagram. Follow me everywhere on Instagram. Add me on PSN. Add me on Microsoft. Add me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Add me on TikTok, Blue and Queen 4 as well. But guys, I'll show you in the next video why Xbox Series S and X was way ahead of its time, and why it's the why it failed. Yeah. Deuces.